Hey everyone, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a makeup tutorial for you on this really easy peachy look with dewy skin and glossy lips. So I really hope that you enjoy. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave and check out my social media links below. And if you'd like to see how I created this easy, simple look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I just went ahead and moisturized my skin and now let's get on with the makeup. So I'm going to kind of wing this look. I know that I want glossy lips, glowy skin, and obviously peach on the lid. I don't know whether I want it just in the crease though or over the lid. I don't know, we're gonna see what happens together. So to start this glowy skin process, I'm going in with primer. So I'm taking the Becca Backlight priming filter and applying this all over my skin, and this will just give my skin that luminescent glow while creating a smooth canvas for my foundation. So as you can see, that's given my skin a gorgeous glow. So we're now moving on to foundation, and today I'm going to kind of make a concoction and mix a few foundations up. So I'm starting off with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Snow, and this is a nice medium to full coverage foundation. It has a natural finish, nothing too matte, and then I'm mixing in a tiny amount of the Cover FX custom cover drops in G80 just to darken the foundation to suit my fake tan. And then finally we're going in with the Marc Jacobs Do You Do drops, and this is a gel highlight. So I'm mixing that in with the foundation, and that will give my skin a gorgeous luminescent glow to it. And I'm just bouncing that onto my skin using a damp beauty blender. I can smell the coconut smell from the Marc Jacobs Dew drops. Smells good. Just carefully going around my brows, and as you can see, they're already filled in, but most of the time I do fill in my brows on camera, but just not today because I do use the same products and the same techniques. But if you're wondering how I filled them in, then just check out one of my other makeup tutorials and I'm sure you'll find it. So I'm going to go back into the Marc Jacobs Do You Do drops, which was that gel highlighter, and I'm going to take that on a beauty blender and apply that just to the tops of my cheekbones. And although I will be applying powder highlight over it, this will just really intensify it and give it my skin that really like natural dewy appearance. And using a beauty blender to do this step just really blends out that gel highlighter so beautifully and naturally. I'm also just going to apply that to the top of my nose and my forehead because that is where the light would naturally hit, and like I just want to be super glowy. And what I love about these dew drops are they dry down. So if I didn't want to set it with a powder highlight, I don't really have to, and they won't move throughout the day. So I'm going in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Glow. And this is kind of like a translucent powder, but it has a glow to it. So that's perfect for this look. So I don't want to set my face to the point where it goes matte because that just defeats the purpose of all the steps we've done before. But I still do want to set my face so that I'm not worrying throughout the day that my liquids and foundations are slipping and sliding on my face. So I'm going in with the Morphe E42, which is this massive fluffy brush, and it isn't too dense, so it won't pack on that product onto my skin. It will just kind of lightly dust it on. And I've literally picked up the smallest amount and just lightly tapping it over my skin. There we go, we've set our face, but we still have that glowy, dewy look to our skin. And what I think complements a dewy look so beautifully is bronzer. So let's go ahead and move on to that. So I'm going in with the Australis AC... Wait, what? Is it AC On Tour or is it A Contour? What? Anyway, it's the contouring and highlighting kit, and I'm taking that cooler shade to really sculpt out my cheekbones. Then taking that warmer shade on a dense fiber brush, and I'm really starting to bronze up my skin. But I'm being careful not to apply this where I applied that liquid highlighter. Our skin is looking gorgeous and dewy and bronzy, and I'm loving it. So it's time to move on to the eyes, and we'll come back to the face later. So I still don't know whether I want to do the peach shade all over my lid or just on the crease. I think we'll start with it in the crease, and then if I'm not feeling that, I'll just put it on the lid. So we're using all Makeup Geek eyeshadows today. So we're starting off with Creme Brûlée, and this is a nice soft brown color, and we're using that on a fluffy brush in our crease to act as our transition shade. So I'm going straight in with the peach shade, which is Poppy from Makeup Geek. And I'm going to take this with a really light hand and start to blend this into my crease. This colour is so pretty, oh my gosh. Going back in with that first brush, I'm just blending everything out. Then I'm just going back in with that peach shade and just gradually building the intensity. For my lid, I'm going in with Peach Smoothie, which is like a cream peachy shade. Going back in with Poppy, I'm going to smudge this as close to my lower lash line as possible. Then going back in with Creme Brûlée, I'm going to smudge that shade out. And move straight on to curling my lashes and tightlining my eyes before applying the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to my lashes. So I'm going to highlight my inner corner and brow bone using the same highlighter that I'll use on my cheeks as well, which is the Becca Shimmering Skin Pecfector in Moonstone. Eyes are done, now let's finish off the face. So we're going to highlight our face, but first I'm going in and spritzing some Kat Von D Lock It Setting Mist all over my face, and this will really intensify my highlight and lock everything that we've done into place. So I'm using that Becca highlighter on the Anastasia Beverly Hills 823 brush, and I'm applying this where I applied the gel highlighter, but really focusing it on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm loving the glow we have happening, so it's now time for blush. So I'm taking the Essence Satin Touch blush in Satin Coral, and this is a perfect blush for this look because it isn't matte like it says, it's a satin finish, and it's this gorgeous peachy coral shade. Going back into that Kat Von D setting mist to lock absolutely everything into place. For lips, I'm starting off by taking the Tarte Tarteist lip paint in Salty, which is this gorgeous peachy nude shade. And to go over that, I'm taking the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. And I don't usually reach for glosses, but when I do, it's always the NYX Butter Glosses. They are so amazing, affordable, and just beautiful. Also, they smell amazing. And this is how the look turned out. I'm seriously loving it. We're looking super peachy and dewy and glossy and glowy, and I am loving it. So thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!